girls, it's your man. We'll go with Mr. New to Town today. With Aunt L. Aunt, what's your Twitter?
Aunt L _ sports cake.
Nice. And this is episode 10. We're on 10 already of Between the Seams. Yesterday, great day. Aunt and I were just talking. I think we went 8-4-1 on the show. So pretty nice there. And a couple of Ant's losses actually were, big dogs. So a loss is a loss, but 8-4-1 with a couple big dog misses, not too terrible. So let's see what's going on in the chat. What's up, Sean? What's up, Dear Slayer? What's up, Ron? What's up, boys? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm already starting off with an L in the early game, unfortunately, but we're going to try to make it up on the Tonight Show. But anyway,
how about we start off though by saying one of those dog misses was what a miss. What a miss was that on the Rays. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was that.
Hey, if you're gonna go down with a plus 170 dog, you might as well have them lose by 14 runs, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Verlander, God, he's just so damn good. He pitched so good yesterday, and that Astros offense. I mean, Morton was throwing 97, 98 with that big overhand curveball. Gurriel was lining the ball all over the field. He's in the 6 and 7 hole. I mean, this offense is just disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I have a hard time ever riding like 5.5 team totals. You know that. I get scared at 4.5s, but I may have to start looking at that. These guys just can hit.
Well, because it's in your name, Twatty.
Yeah, I know. I'm a twatty. It happens.
All right. Take those 4.5s, buddy. Just take those 4.5. Sometimes they're good, especially if you can get plus money on them.
I know. But 5.5s they're scary as shit to me. We don't have a ton of plays tonight, but let's see what we can put together here. So let's start from the top. Looks like we got 10, maybe 10, 11 games, something like that.
Yeah, there's already been some games that started, so.
Yeah, so the two, let me refresh here. Looks like the 2 o'clocks and the 4 o'clock started. Flaherty against Lyles. I got the first inning in the Cardinals. I get much better pitcher, much better team. Well, not much better team, but I thought the better team, the hot team. Lyles is out there like Cy Young again for 3 starts in a row after being historically terrible to start the season. But yeah, whatever.
Are you complaining about? Are you complaining about another former Pirates pitcher who goes from shit to gold after he leaves you guys?
Yeah, like Glass now, like Morton. Yeah. And we're not even going to talk about Austin Meadows, who's going to be an all-star for the next 15 fucking years. All right, we got the Orioles, we got the Nats, we got the Orioles at plus 320. Well, of course, because that's Scherzer on the mound. At minus 365 are the Nats, over under 9. Jesus. Orioles team total 2.5, the Nats 5.5. I got 0 on this. The numbers are just out of control. Why are the Nats? I understand it's Scherzer, and I understand it's the Orioles, but 365, you're almost laying $4.
You're getting a discount because it is $4. I'm looking at my Bookies Paperhead site right now, and it is steamed all the way to $4. It was $3.50 earlier today.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, so I got nothing on that.
I don't either. I actually had this game at minus 300. So obviously I do think the Nationals should win this game a substantial amount of time, but I'm not laying minus 400, minus 360, whatever number you're looking at when the game should be minus 300. So you're not getting any kind of value on the Nationals and any bet that you can come up with on this game. And even then, if you're getting the Orioles right at plus 300, that's right at the break-even point according to my numbers, on where they should be. So, you actually need plus 350 to make this value on the Orioles. So I don't even want to take that plus 300. So skipping right along.
Yeah, and if I would look at anything, I would look at the Orioles over 2.5. I mean, if you figure somehow you could sneak 2 off Scherzer, you got a good chance of cashing that over team total over 2.5. I mean, Obviously, Scherzer's nasty. He may give up none or 1, but if you think you can get the Scherzer for 2, you should cover this. But
And
got
you
nothing.
know me, I have no problem betting against really good starting pitchers when they're going up against terrible teams and you're hanging huge numbers on them. I mean, I took the Orioles plus 380 about 2 weeks ago. I took the Tigers plus 400 a few nights ago. Both those actually won, by the way. Both those against Verlander, by the way. So, I mean, if the number's right, I'll take a stab at the big dog. But in this case, the number's not right. You need like plus 350 here.
Okay. All right, let's move on. We got the Braves in Fulte. We got the Blue Jays in Wagaspak, my favorite name that I still can't pronounce. Minus 131 for the Braves. The comeback on Blue Jays is 121. Over-unders 9.5. Both team totals are 4.5. What the hell do I have on this? I got nothing on this. Amp?
I love this game, actually. This is like I have very, very few plays, but this is one of them. I'm on the Braves here. Fulte's looked really good lately. He started the season off terrible. They sent him down. He's come back up, and he's been very great. I mean, he's always had good stuff. It's just it's just one of those problems when how many times have we said, oh, this pitcher has good stuff, but he's a thrower, not a pitcher. It kind of looks like he's starting to understand how to be a pitcher a little bit more, and he's turned it around this last month, and he's had some really good starts. He's going up against a very mediocre Blue Jays offense here. The Braves lineup is substantially better than the Blue Jays. I mean, the Braves have one of the 5, 6 best lineups in the league. Waja Sakapaki, or whatever the fuck his name is, there's not a huge sample size on him. He's a young kid, but he hasn't been that great. I mean, I don't think he's been a gas can though. But the Fulte should be able to shut these Blue Jays down. He's been in good form lately, and I really like the Braves to hit the Blue Jays here. And you're getting them below minus 130. So for some reason, there's been some steam. I looked at this line about an hour ago, and the Braves I was looking at minus 137. Now they're at minus 128. So some moron out there probably put like 10K on the Blue Jays because they're from Toronto or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know,
I'll take the Braves at this number, minus 128. That is a play. That is a bet.
yeah, I completely fanned on this game earlier. I don't know why. I just skipped over it. I'm with you. No, that's At the Braves at under minus 130 in this matchup, I'm with you. I'm definitely on that play too. I don't know how I missed that earlier. So and I both on that play. I like that play. I like that play a lot. Blue Jays haven't been hitting lately. The Braves can mash. You're right. They're one of the 5 best offenses in baseball. I agree with that. DeSclafani and the Reds, Alcantara and the Marlins. The Reds are minus 153. The comeback is plus 143 for the Marlins. Over under 8. Team totals are 4.5 and 3.5 for the Reds and the Marlins. I got nothing. Ant?
Yeah, I mean, the Reds should win this game 60% of the time, and that's how it's lined. So I'm moving on. Here's one thing too that people might want to like look at. Why would you though lay minus 150 with a team that's 8 games below 500? Obviously, it's all matchup dependent, and obviously the Marlins are significantly worse than the Reds. But still, just on a general principle, when you're betting baseball, like going forward, think about that. Like, why would you lay minus 150 on a bad team? That just seems
No,
silly.
you're right. And
But
I've done it. I swear to God, I've done that. I've taken a bad team 10 times this year. Is probably all 10, 12 times. And I swear to God, I've lost every time.
yeah, but that being said, though, even though I say like, why would you want to do that? I mean, the Reds should be about minus 150 here, but so I'm just passing. I'm not going to bet that.
Yeah, I got you. All right, nice little matchup here. We got the Cubs and Hendricks. We got the Mets and Syndergaard. Let's see, the Cubs are plus 111. Comeback is minus 121 on the Mets. Over under is only 7.5. And the team totals are 3.5. You got to believe someone's getting a 4 in that one, though. I don't have anything on this one, although I could be persuaded into one of those team totals of 3.5. And what do you got?
I am going to try and persuade you.
Okay.
Sidewise, I don't see a lot of value. A full game, maybe an over 7.5 because it is at even money on the over. But I am going to take and now I don't want people to think this is a homer pick, because I actually do not bet that many Cubs games specifically because I'm always scared that I'm doing a homer play if I ever bet on the Cubs. But I am going to take the Cubs team total over 3.5 at -110. You're going to get all 9 turns at bat. Syndergaard, if he gets his pitch count run up, he could be out after the 6th inning, and then you got 3 innings against the Mets bullpen, which is very shaky. And you got to look at the Cubs lineup. The Cubs got Rizzo, they got Bryant, they got Baez. Those one of them's won an MVP, one of them's placed second for MVP, and another one's placed third for MVP. I mean, all 3 of those guys can hit. You got Schwarber. I mean, the Cubs have a very deep lineup. They don't always hit like they got a deep lineup, but they got a really good lineup here. All they need to do is get a couple guys on base, and then one dude gets a hold of one, and bang, you got that 4 runs. So it's very low juice. So I do like the Cubs team total over 3.5 at -110. So that's a play for me.
Okay, cool. We got Savali and the Indians. We got Zimmerman and the Tigers. Indians -212. Comeback is +196 on the Tigers. Over under is 9.5. Team totals are 5.5 for the Indians, 3.5 for the Tigers. I got nothing. I was looking at a first 5 here, but it was out of my range. My first 5 run line, I try to keep around 130 or better. And it wasn't hitting that. So I'm going to stay off of that. What's that?
Yeah, it's not even close to that number.
No.
Yeah,
so I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing here. The Indians should kick their ass, but I'm not laying -210. If this number was down at like -160, -170, then now we're talking. That's a number I can deal with on the Indians. But -210, that's just getting a little bit too far out there. And even the team total, I'm not scared of 5.5s the way you are. But in order to bet a 5.5, I do need to have plus money, and you're getting juiced on an over 5.5 for the Indians.
A lot. I got -130.
Yeah, I got -135. So even there, I mean, if that was like +110, and then I'm looking at Zimmerman and the Tigers bullpen, I'm like, ooh, okay. If you give me plus money that the Indians can get 6 runs off of a bad starting pitcher and a bad bullpen, I'd probably throw a half unit on that because there might be a little value there. But at that juice -130, yeah, this game's a complete pass.
And Zimmerman's has been really bad this year.
Oh, he's so fucking terrible. Well, that's why a game started by Savali is -210.
Yeah, very, very true. Okay. So let's move on to the Twins and Odorizzi. We got the White Sox and Detweiler. We got -190 on the Twins, +178 on the Sox. We got 10.5 on the over/under. The Twins are team total 5.5. The Sox are team total 4.5. I got nothing. I mean, I wouldn't mind a first 5 here if it was in my 130 or less, but it's not. So I'm off.
Yeah, this game's close, but I can't take it. It's another one where, like the Indians game, if I could get this in the -160 to -170 range, I would snag up the Twins a bit. That'd be a number I can live with on taking the Twins. But it's -185, and that's just a little bit too pricey for what I feel this game should be. Well, too pricey for what I think value should be. I actually think the game should be like -195 to -200, but -185 isn't enough value for me to bet when I think the line should be -200. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So if somebody came in and wanted to put $50,000 on the White Sox to get this number on the Twins drop down to -170, I would thank them, and then I grab the Twins.
Yep, I agree. But right now, too high. Yep, no worries.
Yep, got to pass.
So we got Yarborough against Cole. We got the Rays against the Astros. Nice pitching matchup. Yarborough in his limited time has been really good. Rays are +200. The comeback is -217. Totals are 8. Team totals are 2.5, 4.5, 2.5. Wow, that's amazing. I got nothing. I think it's probably not lined right. I think the Astros shouldn't be 217. They should be closer to 200 in this matchup. But but they're feeling themselves at the plate, So I'm going to just stay off this. Ant?
Yeah, I got to pass to the Astros. Well, the thing is Garrett Cole gets he's one of the most steamed starting pitchers in the league. So I mean, the line probably opened at -200. I haven't looked at the openers yet, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't take it right now at this current price at -230. And the Rays burned me yesterday. I mean, if the Rays lost yesterday like 5-3, I might be interested in saying, okay, I'll come back and maybe take them again at this plus price. But they got butt fucked yesterday, so I'm just not gonna.
What they put up? They put up 2 touchdowns on them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like 14-1 or 14-0.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to the Athletics and Tyler Rourke. We got the Royals and Junis.
Tanner Roark.
Yeah, Tanner Roark. What did I say?
Tyler Rourke.
Jesus, very tired. Yeah, so against Junis, and it's -163 on the Athletics. Comeback is +153 in the Royals. Over under 9. Team totals are 5.5, 3.5. Roark's been pitching much better since he went to Oakland. It's amazing. I thought this guy was done. But I don't really like him at 165, 163 actually. But so I got nothing on that game. Ant?
I got nothing on the game either. I think they should be -160 to -170 range, and that's where they're at. So I got nothing. I am looking though. I haven't bet this. I've only made those 2 bets I talked about with the Cubs and the Braves. But I'm tempted to throw a half unit on the A's team total over 5.5 because it is plus money and Junis is so terrible.
Yep.
So I'm tempted to do that, but I haven't bet that yet. So if people are out there, I know people want us to like steer them towards what we might like looking at here. That's something I am kind of eyeing. I'd have to look at that a little further, but if I do make a bet on this game, that'd probably be where I would go, specifically because it's plus money on that 5.5, and I think the A's can. I think the A's can hit Junis. I think Junis is terrible. So,
okay, so let's move on to the Red Sox and Rodriguez, the Rockies and Lambert. Red Sox are -180. The Rockies are +170. Over under 13.5. Team total 7.5 for the Red Sox and 5.5 for the Rockies. I actually took a first 5 under 8. I mean, I was shocked that I was getting 8 on a total that was 13.5. It's still up 8. You can still get it. Obviously, Lambert is terrible, but I think Rodriguez is good enough that maybe he could shut the Rockies down. So I like the under 8. It was at -115 with a full game total of 13.5. I was shocked. I figured it would be a 7 or a 7.5. So I'll take that under 8 at -115. First 5. And
I don't mind that play. For like a half a unit, I could see that. The funny thing is the total tonight is the same as it was yesterday. But Lambert's bad, but Lambert's definitely better than who I don't know who was that guy, Rico something or other.
Oh yeah,
and and Rodriguez is definitely better than Porcello. So the number's still the same at 13.5. So I'm not going back to the well today over 13.5 in Coors Field. So I'm staying off this game. But that under 8 first 5, I mean, that is a big number.
That's 1.5 runs an inning, basically, you can give up. And you still cover it by a half a run, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll with it. I could be wrong, but everything that I've ever learned about baseball is you got to take that. I mean, so we're going to roll with it.
I'm going to roll with it with you. I would throw a half unit on that because that just sounds. You're right. It's like you throw if you got the fucking balls to throw a first 5 total of 8 in front of me, fuck you. I'm taking the under.
Yeah,
right?
you have to. I mean, you have nothing to apologize for doing that. You're taking the right side. You would think. But anyway,
I mean, yeah, and like I said, Rodriguez is way better than Porcello. So all these runs are probably going to have to come from.
right.
Anyways, let's move on. We got the play, and we know what we're talking about.
Yes. Wingenter and the Padres, Maeda and the Dodgers. We got minus 187 on the Padres. Comeback is plus 176. Or, yeah, minus 187 for the Dodgers. Comeback is plus 176 for the Padres. Over unders 9. Dodgers team totals 5.5. Padres team totals 3.5. Of course, I got to play on this. I think I got the better pitcher. I think I got the better offense. I'm going to take it first 5 run line for the Dodgers at minus 135. I mean, I'm going to do it all day, especially against a righty. I mean, the Dodgers have just been a cash cow hitting righties for me, against righties for me all year. Everybody knows it. I will almost take them blindly. Plus, I got the better pitching matchup, and I try to get under 130 usually, but I'm going to make an exception. It's at 135. So I love this play. Dodgers minus 135. Ant?
Yeah, I'm on that too.
The same play?
Yeah, I'm muting because my dogs are barking.
Okay, we're on the last game here. We got Rangers, we got Angels. Rangers are plus 146. The comeback with Sandoval and the Angels is minus 156. We got over-unders 9.5. Team total 4.5 for the Rangers. Team total 5.5 for the Angels. I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing either. I'm sorry, my dog started to go a little bit crazy there.
That's good.
Yeah, I actually got that Dodgers for 5 at minus 130, so that's why I'm on that.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's where I'd like to be. Just as a quick lean, I would lean under 9.5 in this last game. These two teams I don't trust hitting, but that's really all we got. Jay, I think he's going to be just chilling tonight. I'm not sure if he's coming on. I'm going to say he probably isn't. But check in about 20 minutes to see if he's on. But
yeah, he said he's not doing a K-cast tonight.
Yeah, he may change his mind. He changes his mind all the time for that stuff. So maybe he'll pop on, but just keep your eyes open for that. Any questions in the chat? Let's see, Cody. What's up, Cody? Ron, Deer Slayer. Hey, what's up, my man? Big Ragu, Rich G. Looks like no questions. Look like everyone's pretty straight. All right, boys. Well, tomorrow no show.
Let's recap.
Okay, I'll go real quick. I got Dodgers, Rockies, first 5 under 8 at minus 115. I'm sorry. I got Boston, Rockies, first 5 under 8 at minus 115. I got Dodgers, first 5 run line at minus 135. That's what I got. What you got, Ant?
I got the Braves minus 128. I got the damn, why don't I have my tickets in front of me? I forgot. No, I got the Cubs team total over 3.5 at minus 110. I got I'm also on the Dodgers first 5 minus 130. And and I tailed you on that under 8 on the first 5. In the Rockies game.
Let's see, real quick, Big Ragu. I don't. Ant, any thoughts on Oakland first 5?
No, the line's about right. There's no point in betting that game. The Oakland should win though, more often than not, obviously.
Cody's asking Red Sox Indians parlay. Just don't love the Indians tonight. I mean, it's good parlay. I mean, you're probably going to win it. I mean, it would depend on the juice. Obviously, those teams are playing good baseball, but I would probably not for me personally.
I don't parlay big favorites, so
sometimes I do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if there's no value on the line, then I mean, you're still laying minus 215, and you're just throwing another game on top of it to like try and hide the line. I mean, you're still laying minus 215 on the game, whether it's in a parlay or a straight bet. So
right, it is plus 116. I don't mind that, Cody. I wouldn't say yeah, but that's not terrible. I'll tell you that. All right, Ant, you got anything else?
Nope, that's all I got. Cubs team total over 3.5. The Braves money line minus 128, and the Dang, why do I keep forgetting what I'm on?
You've said them 3 times. It's all good, man.
Okay, good. I'm just like blanking.
All right, boys and girls, we'll see you probably Saturday. Let's make some goddamn money tonight. I'll see you guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.